is I mean, you almost always go Lincolns on Morphrite. It's really only good versus Night Stalker here, right?
Yeah, true.
But I mean, it's very good versus Night Stalker. It's almost better to get it now, right? Because you know what you're going to block.
Right, you're only going to block that specific spell.
Yep.
But, you know, picking Ember here makes it so that your Ember is going to get heavily counterpicked in the lane. That's always bad.
Feels like a Dragon Knife on pick for OpTic. DK specialty for CCNC.
We haven't, I mean, we've been casting a lot of South American Dota. I have just not seen much. We saw one DK who just completely owned the game, and that was it. We just haven't seen much. Obviously, we're changing scenes. You would think NA and SA, they scrim. You'd think they'd be reasonably the same, but this is completely different than what we've been watching.
Well, their objective pushing right now is not the strongest, and I think DK is a good answer to that.
I like it.
Final pick. So it could be banned here by Leviathan. They do have one more ban still.
They're also just kind of lacking control. Like, Cask is not the stun you want to have up against Ember Spirit. Treant, like, it may be in some scenarios you can get the roots off on Ember, but that's not really going to work all the time. And then even if it does, you just yules it off and then you're good to go. So having a point click disable is definitely OpTic needing something like that.
Leviathan, on the other hand, they got Ember Lycan. They're actually looking for their off laner here.
10 seconds remaining.
What do you go with? What? I'm looking. They banned Mag. Mag is a very popular hero in Europe and NA. That'll be gone.
Is the Night Stalker going to be the...
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It could be support, too.
It could be. I don't think you're right. You're right. That's probably offlane Night Stalker. Probably is going to be a support hero.
What about like an offlane Lycan? Because Lycan, we were mentioning, isn't maybe the strongest this game right now. You could transition into an offlane and get a different safe laner.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Night Stalker offlane, though. I think you're
Could
right.
be
That
though,
hero's
yeah.
so bad in support now.
Final pick in a support, man. That always just feels so...
But BSJ, he is I can't obviously say because I don't want to, but like his drafting theories are a lot different than other teams.
Is there any big support hero? Like when you think Morphling, you think AA probably has been the most traditional one.
Yeah.
True.
Is there any big support hero that's going to like destroy this lineup side of Op? Maybe like, I know Silencer isn't very common, but it is good against the heroes. It's one of the heroes that actually set up to kill Morphling. Like
Forgot
you
that's
pop
even a hero.
global. You might see him one day.
We might. Probably not.
Probably not.
Not in next upcoming days. Well, they are taking a lot of time. They have 45 seconds, obviously. You can use all your reserve time now. There's nothing after this.
They already have a Spirit Vessel carrier and Night Stalker, so don't even really need to worry about that necessarily. 20 noises.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. If your last paying support, a support that changes the game right now, I don't think there is one.
Yeah, is there, what, like a Disruptor still there, I guess? I mean, there are a couple, but like we're talking about, though, it's like, I still personally like the idea of transitioning into a Lycan offlane Night Stalker for support instead, and then going a different safe laner.
Can you Darkseer here, and then just have the Ion Shells run around with the Night Stalker and get some of that action?
It's not bad. I think the only thing is then you'd have 4 melees versus a Treant, which could be bad, but I could see it. No, they're going to go Skywrath.
Okay.
Not a game changer, but a very good hero, especially against Morphling and Brewmaster. This is... I'm just not a fan of this Leviathan draft right now. Like, you have team fight control in the Brew and the Treant. You have a Morphling who will out-carry Lycan and Ember late game if you make it there.
You're definitely playing on a timer from Leviathan. It's not like your late game's bad, but you're going to hit a point where OpTic have BKBs, then look at your stuns, right? Like slight chains, sure. It is a stun.
Oh,
There we
I
go.
like it. I'm loving it. I just love Huskars now after we've been watching him so much. I really do enjoy watching the hero. He's turned from I'm a cheesy hero to I'm a strong hero.
There's a lot of magic damage reliant on Leviathan's side for most of this game until the later game, of course, with Lycan's physical presence. So that makes sense, right, with the Huskar pick. They don't, I mean, I guess they don't really have that saving hero for Huskar, but it's not 100% needed. You know, it's no Oracle by any means, but, or like a Dazzle, for example, you know, Witch Doctor with the Voodoo Restorations there, but yeah, that's...
All right. Brax, Breaky, you guys are going to give me your predictions, then you're going to get the hell out of here. So what are we looking at?
OpTic for sure.
OpTic for sure. How do I deal with
See you
this
guys later.
Huskar?
Just kidding. Yeah, I agree. I think this
Yeah.
Huskar is going to be a very big pain. And then Zion the Treant, I'm excited to see. Do you think, is he going Meteor Hammer, yes or no?
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much. Well, I guess we have to wait for this draft to be over, or you can just leave. I'm not your
I'm gonna
mom.
stay until we actually switch scenes. Be professional
Why?
here. We got a pause.
You're going to be
coming out.
professional with your Lions t-shirt?
What's wrong with that?
And you're wearing a t-shirt.
Wanna
That's
start
not
talking that
professional.
now? It's,
T-shirt. I didn't
Oh,
say
get
I'm
the same age,
professional.
Dota.
I'm saying I'm not professional. I'm chilling with my boy Mike right now while you guys are hating. That's it.
now, Lycan having an issue too. Like he's maybe not the worst against a Huskar, but the other issues with the morph lane
don't
with the
switch
tree,
it.
and it seems pretty bad for him in that sense. So I think this is a bit of an outdraft, as well as OpTic was the favorite team going into this, as we know, of course. So.
I mean, this is also a Huskar with a Morphling. So, like, yeah, Huskar is typically that hero that is the centerpiece of any draft. But even if CCNZ has a little bit of a tough time, gets killed a couple of times by the Lycan, like, Pycat can still pick up the slack. Like, this is not all on the Huskar this game.
I agree.
I just want to say before I go, there is no way Ember Spirit can lane against him. He's going to get super smashed. He'll be jungling.
That is what could be the matchup. So thank you, Rex. We're going to see if that happens. We have seen multiple games with Huskar where I saw a game where Huskar was level 9, the Beastmaster went middle, was level 5. It was not a pretty game. But Mike, I'll let you take over. I'm going to do the best cam work I can for you, I promise. You don't have to see my cam work, which is the best part.
Oh yeah, my camera work is on point, so I'll be telling you where to go. That's
okay.
That's how it's gonna work.
Good to me.
Well, hopefully not, because it has been a while. But everyone from OpTic going to be loading out in pretty much exactly where you would expect. And Leviathan, oh man, yeah, I don't envy the Ember Spirit that has to go up against a Huskar.
Yeah, and it's
or any has to go up against Huskar. That hero is such a pain to play against.
Yeah, and I'd say this is your highest skilled player. I mean, Sammy Boy's been around. He has definitely improved. But you put him in an unwinnable matchup like that, I just think it lowers your chance even higher. And just so you know, on BTS2, it is SG versus Taurus. And then on BTS3, it's VGJ Storm versus Justice Squad. Well, actually, they spell their name differently. In BTS4, it's Kingwin versus Singular. You don't have to go to that one. European Dota, I mean, it's fun, but, I mean, let's be real. We're in a good spot right here, Mike.
Yeah, Euro Dota is okay, I guess. But now we get to see the fun matchup. Ember Spirit going up against this Huskar. A lot of fun, and the best part is he doesn't get any help either. The two supports of Jakiro and the Skywrath Mage have better things to do, apparently. They're going to be able to apply a lot of pressure to supports to this top lane. As far as getting kills is definitely a possibility, but man, it's going to be so expensive at the cost of their mid lane.
Yep, and
I don't even know if they can they actually easily kill PPD up against Voodoo Restoration?
It doesn't look like they can. They already TP the Skywrath down bottom, and there's just no chance. If you're ever going against a Witch Doctor and a Warlock in lane, you're more than likely not going to get a kill, and you're just going to be healing up, trying to apply pressure. This just feels like almost a 3-lane win now for OpTic.
Well, at least Leviathan now get this. The Skywrath Mage said you'd go down towards the bottom lane, where Pycat sitting at like 0 total health pool will just get destroyed by these bolts. So gotta be really careful. He does have the stick already. He does have a little bit of restoration, but this is like the most cost-effective harassment you'll ever get out of a Skywrath Mage is the versus Morphling matchup. And now Zai challenging them. Not really sure about that one. He's gonna take a lot of right clicks, but looks like he will still survive, as it will be BSJ top lane to die as they're brawling in bottom.
All right, that's on me. I should have known BSJ was going to get first blood up here. That was a ton of damage, but the tree, he's just going to be completely okay. And then I don't know how you die in this. I honestly do not know how he died in this lane. He's versus Clap and Stun, no Maledict, and none of them are really low HP, right? I don't know. That was interesting. BSJ just eats a very heavy death top.
Yeah, I mean, it is the guaranteed crit to like maybe get a little bit of extra burst damage out that you're not expecting, but I mean, it's not like BSJ is a noob. He's definitely played this game a couple of times, so I feel like that just probably shouldn't have happened. But you know what? It's a Lycan in a lane where he can still get farm, he can still get experience, dying to first blood.
And it's a TI qualifier, right? Like, everyone has nerves. I have nerves just casting it, so I'm sure BSJ, if he thinks he can qualify for TI, the nerves are... That's the thing. If you put such a heavy thing like, we are going to qualify, that just makes your pressure, it's even higher. Rough.
Well, you're the one who said he said that, right? He didn't actually like make that a public statement, so he's keeping that kind of reserved.
No, I think if you read his Twitter, he's pretty... If you watch his stream, he's a pretty confident young man.
You gotta be confident in these games. Nusham, though, on the bottom lane is going to get slammed by Zai. And super easy kill. As fast as he may be, Leech Seed, Waveform, just way too much chase to get out of there.
Highest base damage in the game, I think higher than Tiny Tree, and has always had that since Dota 1. Such high base damage.
Yeah, his weakness, though, is lack of armor. So it's like, he's super strong, he's got all the base damage, but in an actual fight, you can actually do pretty well. Unless he's just chasing you out of lane like this, Jenkins and Zai picking a fight with one another, and it's pretty much a break even.
And then, so we were talking about how bad the middle lane's going to be. Let's check. It's 18-13 versus 7-0. Yeah, this is not good. If you're Huskar, it's great.
Brax said it.
Yeah.
Sammy Boy is going to be jungling.
Here it is. Level 3 jungling. That is not a pretty sight.
Oh, Maledict on top lane. BSJ. Cast has already been used. They have the clap. Some good damage, but it's not a kill. I mean, I guess Newsham has a little bit of a better matchup, or at least a not as bad matchup. But Jenkins on bottom lane, because there's no Newsham, going to get dove under the tower and easily brought down.
Yeah.
I mean, a high-level Skywrath Mage is all well and good. We all know what he can do once he gets a couple of items, get those early talents. But a low-level Ember Spirit is just a gigantic trash can.
Yeah, exactly. The game we saw where he just went DKB, he didn't really do anything. He just survived, and as an Ember, you don't want to just survive. That's a pretty swaggy hero. Like, you want to go around, you want to be zipping around like you're a Storm Spirit, but you're on fire.
And if only there was some sort of jungling item that this Ember Spirit could pick up.
Yep, maybe.
This just like feels bad to see, like just from the camera
Wait,
spot.
Mike, did you just say you wanted to see Ember Talon get brought back?
I don't know what you're
Iron
talking
Talon.
about.
Did I just call it Ember Talon? I'm on one. Iron Man. Thank goodness.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
No, I was just talking about a theoretical jungling item.
That's true.
Oh, BSJ on top lane again. All the controls have already been used. The Maledict comes in after. Again, some pretty good damage, but every single time they go in, they're just ensuring their lane. Lokarn is doing what he can to push them back, but I mean, Jakira's never going to kill this lane by himself. That's just impossible.
And I would say I've watched Lokarn back when FPL was around. Lokarn is a very good 4 player, and it kind of, I think he's just an insanely good player. And you're putting him on a Jakira, you can't really do anything crazy with Jakira, you know? You just harass in lane, and, well, you did your job.
Pretty much the entirety of the draft for Leviathan, like, you just can't do anything crazy. Sammy Boy can't do anything because he's been getting the shaft from the lane. Jakiro is Jakiro, and I guess maybe you can let the Skywrath Mage pick up a little bit of the slack. BSJ is having a tough time, but he's still like getting something off of the lane. But I mean, we're already looking at a 2K lead. Like, this is not a good start at all for Leviathan.
Daily 3-0s, you said. There's just no middle lane. TC&C, he should actually have a few more denies. I'm a very big deny stickler, and if you have a free lane, there's no reason not tonight, because you're not going to push the tower as a Huskar, so you should just get all the free experience you can.
Especially now that he has level 7, like, pull the lane back to your tower means that if anyone comes in, life break, slow, just
100%,
insta kill.
Now BSJ, man, level 4.5 compared to, you know, the Morph lane who is 5.5, almost 6. They are just winning all 3 lanes currently, and that's the problem. If you're losing lanes and you know you're losing lanes, you have to make a change, and they just haven't yet. BSJ is going to have to keep you away even.
You know, he stepped up to try to get a single creep, and then immediately they charge in, throw the cast, throw actually everything, and he has to go all the way back to the base. And maybe he can get some CS next time he tries to do that, because, you know, Maledict's cooldown pretty long, but TP's cooldown is pretty significant as well. But looking for Pycat over in the bottom lane, it is Darkness, so Morphling, not Strength Morphing, still silenced, He is gonna have some angles to turn around and get the kill on Newsham, because Zai's been beating the crap out of him the entire time. No living armor, no problem, dude. 100 damage up against a 0 base, or 1 base armor mage, easy.
That would have 100% worked if Zai gave vision of both heroes the entire time, and even with what they had like 7 seconds of silence, he had a full wand charge. They just couldn't bring him down. That was just good vision from Zai. All right, Mike, I gotta ask. Dude, honestly, going into this qualifier, I had OpTic and EG as the top 2. Who do you think is the better team out of those 2? Like, who do you think is the favorite, I should say? Like, who do you think was the favorite of NA in general going into this?
I would say, I mean, everyone knows the big 3. I like BJ Storm a lot. Okay. I think I've placed them, maybe not 1, but definitely 2 at least.
But those 3, I think that's pretty agreed. Those 3 are the top 3. Okay, yeah, I think I just said that because now that the format changed, being the top out of your group now means you're qualified for TI. You don't have to play brackets.
That's the good stuff. I'm a little bit biased, perhaps. I've casted a lot more BJ Storm than any of these other teams.
Sense bottom lane. Tree is getting chased down, but he should just go invis here. They dust.
Oh, it's got dust. Can Sammy Boy start playing this game?
He's gonna try. The dust is halfway worn out. I don't think he's gonna die. Unless he gets the nuke up on Jenkins. He doesn't have one.
Dust is out. Now Pycat's coming in, actually. They're still burning him. Pycat is up against 2 heroes that he really can't kill. Zai, he's got another Leech Seed. He's going to root him down. Jenkins, Waveform, has only 2 wand charges, and He's just going to get right-clicked to death into the tier 2s. Pycat, just short 15 HP. They'll take down Lokarn instead. Concussive coming in onto Zai, but is there dust? There is dust. It looks like Sammy Boy will get his dues, finally. Maybe? Please tell me he gets something, okay.
Finally doing so. They get a kill, but top lane, that's the biggest thing as a Brewmaster. The fact you got to cast your ult at level 6 and a successful, that's like the top thing. A lot of Brews just sit in lane and farm. Now even Lokarn, oh my goodness, he almost just dies TPing in. He is so tanky. 1,500 life already, just Soul Ring power treads.
Just having power treads on a Brewmaster in this scenario it's so hard to kill him. Like I said, he's tanky, but attack speed with the constant rolls from Drunken Brawler to get those crits also, like, he can just destroy you without even needing clap.
Now I'm looking, yep, now we're seeing it. If you see Nushan with the tip, he's denied every kill. He is 56 and 44. This is a dismantling, honestly. This is like when you go to school and you're hoping for pizza for lunch, but instead all they have is that garbage chicken nuggets. That is what this is.
Dude, we must have gone to different schools.
Why would you get for food?
I mean, it's not shitty chicken nuggets.
We were literally eating half frozen chicken. That's when I said, can I get this cooked? They said, you want to get cooked? And I said, no, ma'am. And I ate my half frozen chicken nuggets.
Builds character.
Does. Look at me now. No, but it's a 5K lead. Look at Morph, man. He is going Lincolns. You know what he's going to block. Good luck with that, Night Stalker.
Well, we still haven't seen CCNC really start playing the game either. He's been PvEing the entire time. They're on to Jenkins, though. He's charging for the runes. He'll get them all. And actually baiting the Witch Doctor into Sammy Boy, this Ember Spirit. And he actually get a little bit more action. Looks like the Leech Seed heal plus the Voodoo Restoration means that he just doesn't have enough damage. He does have more than enough spirits to jump to, and he'll take a little bit of damage and then finally jump out. Maybe a little bit late. Bottling, trying. That seemed like a really delayed jump, and these two immediately buy back. He seems a little bit not in the proper mindset.
I talked to Brax about this. I wouldn't say that's a good buyback, but I think they see the middle lane is pushing in, and this might be the only time it's experience, and it's pretty cheap to buy back. Now look at they're going for a smoke gank buyback gank. Let's see.
Got armlets. BSJ, he's got a lot of damage. They're going to drop him down to half HP. Now the armlet toggle coming with TPD with the cask. Suddenly everyone's got to disengage. And CCNC, man, he's more than okay to go back in onto BSJ. Take a lot of damage there. This with the Maledict. It's gonna hurt, but I don't think he's going to die here. In the meantime, Zai coming in from the back looking for some reinforcements. But, I mean, maybe you make that play before the armlet comes up and it works. But post-armlet, that's just not going to happen.
And now the problem is he didn't even get farm out of, like, now that there's no buyback penalty, you're okay. If you buy back and you have a giant wave of your tower like right here, that's great. But he's not getting any of the experience. They went for the gank. That was a completely failed buyback now for sure.
Structures are fortified.
The hero that's already really, really poor. I mean, just look at the net worth. That giant block of red on top. BSJ still is getting some gold. It's got the Helm of the Dominator, pretty standard stuff there for the Lycan, but the rest of his allies are just going to get just complete pieces on, like Lokarn over in mid lane. Like, he's going to just stand still and take it, and no, he's actually going to be just enough to get out of there. Looks like that was purely calculated. Jakiro is one of the tankier intelligence supports in the game, I guess, but I mean, not getting the kill on the Jakiro, I'm pretty sure they're going to be okay with that. Especially since Pycat is hunting Jenkins. Is he just gonna solo kill him? Yeah, he's got him, man.
There is. Damn. This is looking real rough right now. Look at Zai inside all sand, but you cannot ulti out of that. Oh, he does now.
Oh, he's still burning Ember Spirit. He'll survive. They get a tower on top lane.
That's good. This is the lane BSJ wants to play in, right? I mean, it's his quote-unquote concept. He's playing the enemy team's dead lane. And that means he shouldn't get ganked up here. According to him, if the enemy team is there, they are not doing it correctly, so. And he doesn't die, so he gets free tower. Not bad.
The thing is, like, there are a lot of games where that may be true, but in this game, when you have Morphling, Huskar, and Brew, all of whom are capable of just destroying Lycan, I don't think the dead lane concept applies.
It's like, if it's in an even game, right? Like, that's when, okay. But this game, yeah. Oh, 33, though. He's in trouble top. Has the hood, though. That hood. What a good pickup.
Here comes the reinforcements. Huskar with double damage rune. Zai will root down the Skywrath Mage, and Nusham, he's got the Oob on him, and yeah, he's just gonna get life broken. Actually, PPD, he's challenging a Night Stalker and a Lycan. This Witch Doctor has some serious balls. Backup's coming in for him as well. CCNC just going to body all of them back. BSJ will go into his wolf form and think about going in. He has full vision thanks to the dogs. But PPD, he really wants to go for this.
Well, in BSJ, he's just kind of toying with them, I guess. And they get out.
Actually,
well, that wolf does so much with the cripple now. Slow. Feels good.
Jenkins is like still kind of hoping that PPD turns around, but now Jenkins is in a weird corner.
And he doesn't have a TP, by the way.
It looks like they didn't see him.
Well, what's he get? What's his plan? He just got a quelling blade his way out? I guess so. Huh.
Yeah, find the right tree. I didn't see exactly where he landed, but I guess he knows those woods.
And this is an easy Roche. As long you usually want a +1. It looks like Zai's gonna come in. You need a life break the Roche because it does actually affect it. See, there it is. Big chunk of the damage gone. That's such a weird concept that Huskar's ulti actually affects Roshan.
Yeah, like all these percentage-based abilities.
Nothing works, but then it's like, Husker, sure, have fun with it.
Get this hero. He's too weak. The hero needs a lot of help to be powerful, so they'll give him that. It's an Aegis for the Huskar.
And a regen.
Protector. So far, 0 points living armor. Definitely adaptation from the Ember Spirit, the Jakiro, the Scarab Mage. It's like quick damage dealers, but usually like the reason you pick up Dream Protector, at least it used to be, is for that spell explicitly. They're going to root down 2 over in mid lane. This Jakiro is so boned.
Cross down. This is starting to look real rough for him because it's not like they have bad tower pushers on OpTic side either. You get that Huskar low, the Morphling as well. They burn towers quickly.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't know how Leviathan deal with this Huskar. Like even if we remove Pycat from the game, like OpTic are just in such a commanding lead.
I'm looking. I'm like, how do they do it? They do have a Lycan and a Jakiro, so they can definitely split push decently. The problem is if you split push, all these heroes are so farmed. They're just gonna somehow find you. That's just what happens when you're losing a game by 7K. And now top or bottom. Come on, Grant. You know your ups and downs. They just disengage.
Yeah, the Morphling saw him coming, so Strength Morph beforehand, and he's silenced on Strength Morph, he's okay with that. Jenkins is just pulling the wave, I guess. Actually, Pycat's kind of destroying him, and in the meantime, everyone else is teleporting out. Pycat, he's on the hunt. The Night Stalker, I guess they're both Day Stalkers now. Void's canceled? No.
Or and it wouldn't have either because it switched to daytime, and now Void does not mini stun during the day. So he got extremely lucky.
Half a second.
Yeah. Oh, Peter just dies in the jungle to Sammy. You can't do that. I know it's just a Witch Doctor, but Sammy Boy is very underfarmed. Why give him anything? There's no reason to do that. Ember is definitely their comeback mechanic in this game.
So we just get right back into it. 1 PPD kill at a time. He's going for travels, and again, that's like the item you want to be going for is Ember Spirit to come back into a game, get that mobility farming going, but yeah, he's still not at that point just yet. And this tower is going to be destroyed on bottom lane. A little bit of push up towards top as well, though. BSJ, as a wolf, has a tiny book, that level 1 Necro book. This tower in top lane can take some damage as well, but I'm not really sure if OpTic care, because they still have this Aegis Huskar.
They're going to TP in at least a tree right now, and look, they're already going to start backing up. They saw no one went into like their base. They're like, wait, they're just all missing now.
Oh, he's got the overgrowth. BSJ and Night Stalker both caught as Pycat's going to come in from behind along with 3-3. Jenkins is in a lot of trouble and will be frost down. CCNC life breaks onto BSJ. They split the flare between the two of them. They're both just fine. Nusham is going to get pushed out of his TP. The rest of the dogs might kill offside. No, he's going to go invis. He's fine as well.
That is a full Lincoln's plus 1,000 gold for Pycat ready to come out on the chicken. He killed the Helm of the Dominator creep from BSJ. 200 gold. It's almost a full creep wave if you think about it. A lot.
Is it too late to change my 2%, 2.5% answer?
Yeah, it is. I gave you did I not give you all 3 a chance?
Radiant structures are
It just, to me, I think they're very good players, right? Like individually, but you're talking about there's 5 sponsored teams, team houses. They play DPC tournaments.
Radiant's top
I mean,
tower
you're
has
just
fallen.
it's tough. It's going to be very tough to beat them if you're not there yourself.
2%, here we go. Make some sort of comeback, Leviathan. Give me my 2%'s worth. We'll call it good.
I love this build. You're going to see this a lot more in NA between EG and OpTic. 33 and S4 play very similarly. Hood, Crimson Guard, no blink through. That is S4's build on Magnus as well. So, I don't know. Those two just love doing the super tanky build.
We saw him eat the whole Mystic player with Seal before, and he just didn't even feel it. So now he's got that physical resist versus BSJ for everybody, specifically for CCNC as his kind of a big defender, but just go straight in. This tower is not really being defended, although BSJ is pushing over in mid lane, so they're getting at least something. There's no way they actually defend this. He's sitting in the macro fire. He actually just doesn't care. I don't even know if he notices there's a macro fire.
I love it. He actually didn't care. He already popped the hood and he still didn't care afterwards. He knows CCNC can heal him up too with that Inner Vitality Soul Ring, so whatever.
Do you really want to challenge the Huskar after you lose Rax? He still has that Aegis, and now it's daytime, so he's just going to turn around straight onto low card. Ice Path is going to hold him for a couple of seconds, but he's going to get dropped afterwards. Rax claimed BSJ gets 2 towers in the meantime, so again, they get something. I doubt they're going to get anything on the retreat, though.
Oh my god. Zai just used 3 different routes to stop BSJ from TPing. He just played him really hard.
Yeah, CCNC got the Aegis. Full restore, jumps right back onto Jenkins. The flare is off. I don't know if it did any damage, I couldn't tell, and there goes Jenkins. Sammy Boy, that's all he can contribute. Just 1 Searing Chains, he's done. That's all he can do.
This is a good old-fashioned ass whooping it is. I missed the kill on BSJ, but Zai stalked him that entire time. BSJ did have a nice little play. He helmeted the Dominator, the Dark Troll Summoner, and netted Zai, but it did not matter apparently. We are going to see, well, Huskar sitting in everything again.
They only have magic damage here, so his resistances are off the charts, and now the split comes in, pushing everyone back. Lokarn's going to be left behind as Sammy Boy does have the jump out. Panda's pushing forward. I don't know if they can kill off this Scarth Mage. They'll beat him up a little bit, but they're taking towers. They're pushing bottom at the same time, so like Pycat, he isn't even playing this game outside of killing off BSJ there. He's not needed yet.
I actually think the Panda might be unkillable without a 5-on-1 matchup.
Especially with the pipe coming out to him.
Damn. Well, I don't know. I mean, this is the OpTic's just destroying him. I think this was kind of expected if you've been watching NA Dota for the most part. It is always fun. BSJ is a good player, but it's a big fight.
Oh, they're trying to kill the Huskar, but he gets the Inner Vitality off. He's gonna go down. Finally, there's some physical damage in that fight, but now here comes the real raid boss. It's Pycat, waveforming right in. Fails to kill off Nusham, however, gets rooted down. And Root goes right back the other way, and Silent over from pretty much everyone. Pycat, though, still not right-clicking, and they're gonna push forward. Getting a couple more is 33. It is a full 5v1 scenario. He's gonna be brought down. There's my 2% right there. I'm happy.
There it is. They win a fight. They definitely overcommitted right there. And the Huskar, no Aegis anymore. Once you get BKB, you're in a good spot. But you don't have the BKB yet, so I like it. Sammy Boy, and I think he went the right choice. He went Maelstrom over Boots of Travel first. Because if you go Boots of Travel, you can't fight for literally 30 minutes. By going Maelstrom, at least you do a little bit of damage.
An OpTic where, I mean, at this point, they clearly don't respect the damage from Leviathan, so their positioning is, it doesn't have to be perfect, so it's not going to be. So Maelstrom, I guess, gets a little bit more powerful because of that. I don't know. It's still Pycat wandering around with the completed Ethereal Blade, which I don't believe he's... Okay, he just used it, but I don't think he's used it on an enemy hero just yet, but once that starts coming down, like, I'm sorry, Scarith Mage. It really sucks to be you.
Yep. Skyrath gets 1 shot. Jakiro gets close to 1 shot. Ember without Flame Guard actually does get 1 shot. So they're going to have to watch out because Pycat is just at 13,000 net worth. But BSJ, he's at 10,000 now. I mean, he's farmed well. He's got the Book 3, he's got the Helm. He can do some split pushing. The problem is you have lost 2 lanes of Rax, so your split pushing doesn't do anything. And now Nusham is dead.
Almost gets a Witch Doctor, maybe. I don't know. It's definitely one of those scenarios where I'll actually find Pycat, bang him up a little bit, and he'll just ghost himself, jump in from the Ember Spirit, but no follow-up as the waveform gets him out to safety. Now the root onto the back line, onto pretty much everyone. CCNC gonna jump in on and destroy the Ember Spirit. BSJ, he's gonna get Yuled up. He falls back into 4 heroes. That's not where he wants to be. Triple kill for the Huskar. Yeah, at this point, Leviathan are hoping for OpTic to make mistakes, and that is not what happened.
Yeah, it is not. I mean, it's a good idea. You never want to just give up on a game. I mean, I was just watching SG Pain, and SG should have won a game. They threw one team fight, and that's all it took to start snowballing. But look at this. OpTic, no risks taken. We're going right into Roche. Give either our Morph or Husker 2 lives, and good luck killing 2 of them. One of them twice.
3,000 health, 19 armor, living armor, double life for cheese, and just straight up magic immunity. So,
have fun.
Yeah, good luck. With backup, of course, Crimson Guard and Pipe, as if that was even necessary.
So, where are we at with OpTic now? They lost their very first game, but then they won versus Cole, and it looks like they're going to win versus Leviathan. They're 2-1, but guess what, Mike? We got, what, 2 or 3 more games to cast them? We are getting the smorgasbord of OpTic here.
Alright, they're getting 2 more, and they have to also go up against EG, which is going to be, that's going to be a little bit of a challenge for anyone who has to go up against EG, but oh, look at the flare onto the Brewmaster. He's going to pipe up and take about no damage. CCNC going to jump right in with the BKB. Right into Sammy Boy, does get the jump out of there, but oh no. The adaptive strike cuts him down. He's dead for 40. Yeah, he definitely cannot afford a buyback in this game when he's just scraping together power treads. They'll just cycle through all the lanes, trying to half-heartedly make an offense. As the Brew comes off onto 3, DCS is going to jump straight in onto Nusham, then Jenkins. Ice Path is great, but there's just no follow-up.
And there's the GG call. I think this is to be expected. It's just OpTic is definitely one of the top 3 teams. I've actually had them at 1A, even over EG. And they did lose to VJ, but they look good. You gotta look this good versus these lower tier teams, right? Like if you look bad versus lower tier teams, that's when you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, you absolutely cannot